So I have with me now Mrs. Widad Haddad, Vice President and General Manager, Emerson Automation Solutions. Welcome to this interview. A great session, a great presentation titled Creating Momentum in Professional Mobility and Advancement for Women. How do we or can we include more women in the energy industry?
So to include more women in the energy industry, you need deliberate effort. You cannot just keep it to chance. First of all, you have to make it attractive for the younger generation to enter that industry. Today, they might have fears because they know that women representation is lower. So encouraging that younger STEM generation to enter those into the university years. But what you control more in an organization is how do you pull a pool of talent that is of diverse nature from the first step, which is selecting candidates for interviewing. Ensuring that when you are interviewing candidates and shortlisting, let's say for 3, that at least one of them is a woman to make sure you are filtering through. Also, interviewing through a diverse panel is also important because, again, you're looking for a skill set, for a mindset that is different from the men's mindset. And so if all the interviewers were men, they're not going to be able to pick on those differences that are going to bring value. So that mixture, I think, is quite important to be able to attract these women into organizations.
How hard is it to meet diversity, equity, and inclusion all at the same time in one organization?
It's not easy because each of these require different types of initiatives, different types of efforts. So you need to have a team that is able to come up with programs that will touch each of them. So we talked about diversity in terms of attracting diversity. There's also the maintaining of the diversity. So when you attract it, you don't lose it. So that needs to be worked on initiatives like mentorship, like development of women, like showing a career path that will give them opportunities for more senior position. But equity comes not just around gender, right? It comes about different minorities, different backgrounds, different cultures. So creating employee resource groups, for example, where you educate about differences in cultures, acceptance of differences of culture, and the enrichment you get by not judging a culture, but experience that culture and get learnings from that culture will help in that equity part. And then the inclusion is also deliberately going and looking for individuals that today you don't have in your organization, right? You have to look at your environment and say, okay, which group of people am I not representing in my organization, and what do I need to do to go and get them included? And then when they're in the organization, how do I ensure that the existing employee base is embracing them in and not making them feel excluded? So very different nature of programs that need to be put together, initiative, and driven throughout the years in the organizations.
A message you would like to send women around the world, especially in the Middle East, do you encourage them to enter the energy sector or just follow your passion?
I think you have to follow your passion. And if your passion is the engineering world, the industry sector, that might seem today like it's a man's world, don't let that intimidate you. Because there are so many amazing women in this industry that are pushing boundaries and making it even more attractive and easier to women coming in. And it's happening at very fast speed. So I'm pretty sure that next year, if I'm talking to you, there's going to be a huge difference. It's moving that fast. So I think this is the time to be a woman in the energy sector because it's a highway for us right now, and it's the time to come in.